already in the interrogation room? Oh, no. You go ahead and sit down there. I got this. I got the questions already. I'm gonna get right down to the bottom of this big O. Yeah, I got this. Aha! Look what we got here, huh? Mr. Big O Beats. See, we got a lot of questions for you, and you're gonna answer all those. We want to know about all that production sauce and all that stuff that you be using. And
I got an email that told me this was an interview. What's going on here?
First of all, you know what? This is what it's gonna be. You're gonna answer these questions. As a matter of fact, get the... So, we in the interrogation room, and we really just gonna get straight to the questions because we want the answers. We want to know about you, and the people want to hear about you. So the first question we want to know is, how'd you even get into the music industry of production?
I would definitely say beatboxing. I knew how to beatbox first when I was a kid, and I had no idea about making beats. I just had a homie of mine when I was in 6th grade. He told me what an MPC was. I had asked him, "What the fuck is that?" And he was just like, "Yo, you need that to make beats." And I was just like, "What?" And went to the store, grabbed me one, been a rap ever since.
Okay, all right, okay. The second thing we gotta know is, who was your musical influences when you was growing up? Like, I want to know the producers that made you want to do what you wanted to do, the producer that gave you the sound, the sauce, the sprinkle of extra. Who was that?
I do got a little list. I'm going to have to start it off with Drummer Boy. Drummer Boy was one of the biggest influences of me making beats. Zaytoven, Shawty Red, Lil Jon. I gotta put Lil Jon on that list because in that era, like when he had Pitbull in the lineup, the Yin Yang Twins, even when he was doing this thing with Too Short, just a lot of that really did a big implement in the Southern sound today. I want to say that made me.
No, I definitely understand what you're saying. I definitely get that one, especially when that Shawty Red. I definitely feel you on that one. So with that being said, with that list of different people, what would you say, in your opinion, is something that separates a good producer from a great producer? Because what I heard was a whole list of great producers. What I need to know is what you think separates the great from the good.
I think the willpower. It has to be the willpower because I know a lot of producers like me that, I think are even better because they could come up with like 10, 20 beats a night and they all slap and they're all great, but they don't really, they stop at a certain limit. Like to them it's just good enough and whatever, they just put it in like a hard drive and wait till a dude listens to it just to hear it. Not even necessarily in a situation where just somebody wants something very specific out of me, but just even with every single track, I try to have that willpower to make it something memorable, but simple at the same time.
Right, okay. I got a question. Do you ever have creative blocks? I mean, obviously somebody that creates anything always has creative blocks. So I guess the question that I had was, what do you do, or like, do you have like a special technique or a method that you do so you can overcome the creative block, or what is it that you do to get through that? Because I got my own stuff, but we all want to know what you do.
Only way I could get over creative block, and I will say this for anybody watching this, like, try this out when you get it. It's a little mental thing, but it works. Me, I gotta lock myself up. Don't take that like literal, right? I just lock myself up in the sense where I can't play no music. I can't listen to trap. I can't listen to old school. Like none of the Tupac. I can't listen to nothing. Like I can't listen to classical, no Beethoven. None of the stuff nothing that I even think is just clean purity of music. Nothing in that. Like just don't listen to nothing and wait. I would say just give it about a week without listening to music, and just one day it hits me. It could be like a Tuesday or Wednesday of that week, and I'll get out of work. I'll just go straight home and just I won't load up my computer, no presets, VSTs, nothing. I'll just load up my piano regularly, just turn it on, and Ray Charles from there on. That's how I do it.
Now, stemming from the creative block thing, with that being known, everybody does have them. What would what's the most difficult beat that you've ever had to finish? Considering that we all have creative blocks, like has there been a beat that you've been working on you ever worked on for a long time and it's just been such a block in there that you couldn't finish it, or just let me know what was the hardest one you did?
One of the hardest ones I can remember is a good buddy of mine more than like 12, 13 years ago. He told me about this one record that Minnie Riperton did called Back Down Memory Lane. Like 10 years later, I finally am blessed enough to have the right tools to actually make something with the song, and it just to chop the sample, just to get Minnie and a little hip hop in one room together. It took a good month and a half where I just had the beat. It was a very unfinished beat. All her vocals were just all over the place because it was really off. I couldn't time it right. It was held back, but luckily after I want to say a good almost 2 months, I was able to have it split into 3 different drum patterns and it not overlap one over the other. It sounds perfect. I didn't go too crazy with it. I kept it as simple as I could. Definitely got to be Minnie Riperton. Back Down Memory Lane. Definitely got to be that one.
Since we already talking about a difficult beat, I mean, what's your favorite beat you've made?
My favorite beat that I have ever made has got to be, shout out to Boy Young Hood. He helped me get down, pack Zapp and Rogers' Computer Love. That is my favorite beat that I've ever made.
All right, don't worry.
And just, besides the fact that the song holds a very special place in my heart, I feel, and I could be wrong for this, I feel what we did to that song, like words really, I have no words to come up with the feeling that I get every time I ever play it. I play it so much to myself that I'm not, just no lie, it's put me in tears. Because I'll listen to it and I'll just go, wow, bro. I never, ever in my life would have thought, like, I sound like this. Like,
okay,
I ought to play a role in such a thing,
Now, I definitely get what you're saying when you put together that masterpiece. It give you that I'm God feeling. it give you that I created the world feeling.
But shout out to Young Hood, though, because if it wasn't for him, I'd still feel like a janitor with that beat. I would say that.
All right. Yeah. So, we also want to know, do you got any pre-studio rituals? Like something to get you started before you even get started, before you turn that keyboard on, before you load up Fruit Loops. You got anything that pre-studio, pre-beat, pre-production ritual, anything?
Definitely. When I was younger, I needed to smoke and drink and, cup of that. Now, at the stage where I am at today, I need to be fully sober. I could smoke afterwards, but right before going in the studio, I need at least a good 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes just of silence to myself. I probably gotta walk around the corner of the entrance to the studio. And as I'm walking from that moment of silence that I give myself to the studio to, start working, I'm praying. I honestly just pray, and I've stopped praying the moment that I walk in whatever booth or, whatever room it is they got us in. The moment that I walk into that room, I just stop praying and it's just boom, it's go time. It's go time.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, we want to know about your proudest moment.
Proudest moment? I haven't had one since this time. I went to a beach out here. Ever since I came, I probably would say almost my first year in California. I just go, what I would do, I just pack up my stuff and I'll go practice, mixing either a couple songs or making a beat live, at a beach or somewhere. I go to this one beach that just had about a 10-minute hike up, this huge mountain, because I just wanted to go get away from the people. I don't want to disturb nobody or nothing. So I'm just in the middle of this kind of like wilderness kind of looking surrounding, and I'm making a beat. To be honest, to me, I was making some jibber jabber bullshit. I was just playing with some sounds, and it wasn't out of the ordinary. But I turned around because I felt somebody behind me. I damn near almost jumped, and it was like a good 6, 7, 8, some odd people. They were behind me, and they were listening to me make beats the whole time, and they were just like impressed. Some of them were recording me, and I was just like, what? I turned around. I was confused and shocked. I didn't know what to do, but I just kept doing what I was doing, and like they didn't stop me. They didn't disturb me. They were all just cheering me on and stuff.
That sounds fire, actually. You know, sound like you was just chilling in your own zone, and then people, you know, invaded the bubble but loved what they heard.
Yeah. I thank God.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, as long as it was a great turnout instead of, you know, what you doing making this? Turn this off.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Right. You turn around, it was, yeah, I like this.
They're really bopping to it, man. I thank God though.
All right. So, very important question. We all deal with these battles, whether it be fashion, it be music, it be technology. How do you keep up with industry trends and stay innovative on your actual production technique?
For producers, I could say the best way I keep up with modern day sound, BeatStars. If it wasn't for BeatStars. I'm gonna tell you, because there's just so much. There's so much out there, bro. Like, I don't know how many rappers. Let's not even get producers, engineers. Let's get everybody out. Just rappers alone. How many of them are born today? How many of them, like, how many dudes just get into this sport? Just like, it's like it hits a switch. I know dudes that just one day they're mopping the floor, and the next day, boom, they're trying to be 2 Chainz, and like, I mean, some people make it, some people don't. My best way to keep up with those sounds, because you know it's a new day, so you can't be making sounds from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I mean, we're 2024 in, right? So BeatStars, I would recommend for sure. BeatStars. After that, I mean, you got to be triggered with it, but YouTube as well, because YouTube, a lot of people, you know, music daily, music every 5 minutes, people are dropping, and like, you know, as someone drops a new music video, like the ratings go up, and those things, like they're really powerful. Like that's how I found out about ESTG. I had no idea who he was until YouTube. I was listening to, watching Glorilla, and boom, EST came on, and I mean, he's one of the rappers on my playlist. I gotta say, so that's for sure with that one.
Okay. Now I know that YouTube feeling, man. You go on YouTube and shit, it'd be a new rapper, a new singer, a new dancer every 13 seconds. But we wrapping down, we coming down to the end. I mean, I guess we wrapping up, but you know, we don't really gotta say all that because it might go somewhere else in everybody's head. So we wrapping down. So are there any underground artists that you listen to, and we want to know why you listen to them? I mean, we know you listen to underground artists. Like, it's a given. You're a producer. You got to. But we want to know who you listen to and why.
Underground, I listen to Brohan. Very, very talented dude. Keeps a very solid, old school lyrical sound to him to this day. My boy Quan 2 Times. Again, same thing with him. He has a very, very dope foundation with his lyricism. He's really good at storytelling, I would say. The boy Young Hood. I mean, you gotta listen to Young Hood. The creativity there. Come on now, just hands down.
Say that shit again.
For real though, man. My boy Hood, he does everything is him 1000%. And just like many people that I know that I've shown his music to, are surprised at like all his visuals, the music videos. Everybody asks me and thinking that this is a whole huge team of people and one-man team. So I mean, you gotta give credit where it's due. Really, for the time being, I would say those are the only like underground dudes that I listen to. Yeah, only really just them, I would say.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got to the bottom of these questions, and it looks like you wasn't involved with whoever we was looking for. So I guess, you know, your time at the interrogation is done, and you're free to go. No cuffs, no probation. You good. You answered everything. He's good out here, guys. He's good. When he walks out, just let him go.
I thought I had to call my lawyer on this one.
Again, we done had Big O in the interrogation room. I mean, where can we find your stuff at? We know you use BeatStars. I need to know the link. We need to know the link. The other artists need to know the link.
You get me on BeatStars, OBeats93 on YouTube as well, OBeats93. Same thing on Facebook and Instagram. For those of who have never heard of me, feel free to contact me, DM me. I always respond back to as much as I can, really. Yeah, especially on BeatStars. I'm there 24/7.
Anything else you want to say to the people before you get up out of here?
For the folks, I want to say, that's all, folks. Buy the album, goddammit.
Get your ass out this room.
Oh, God. Oh, God.